Anita, what are you saying?
Hey,
Good mood or because there's two ways to look at this game.
Yeah, like I look at it as okay, good comeback. It was promising. I don't think we could have done that last season. So yeah, that was good. However, I look at the first half and I'm just thinking, how did we even get into that position? How did we get 3-0 down that quickly? Like what?
Exactly.
27 minutes, we're 3-0 down. I was like, oh my god. I think the lineup was questionable. I didn't want Christensen to start. I don't think he should have started. I think Tomori
He had a good game though.
No, he had a good game, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I think Tomori should have just got his shot. Tomori's played with Thiago already. They kind of already built an understanding in the Barnsley match. I thought that would have been a better option, personally.
If I play devil's advocate, did he play the full 90 on Wednesday?
No, he didn't. Sure. Not Thiago anyway. He didn't play the full 90, but
Tomori
did. Sure. I don't think Thiago did though.
Nah, Thiago Silva still come back to full match fitness.
Yeah. And okay, fair enough, fine. But Alonso, I've been begging for 2 years to get Alonso out of my club. So seeing him start, it really burns me. Like my blood boils every time I see him start. I've asked for 2 years, get him out of my club. He's not a good left back. He's a great left wing back. Fair enough. But we don't play with wing backs anymore. We play with wing backs once in a blue moon. So why is he still there? Why is he starting ahead of Azpilicueta? Azpilicueta comes on, we see a difference. You understand? There's just a few questionable things from Lampard again. Why isn't Cho starting? You know, like back to Alonso.
Did you not like the front three?
It was more of like a front four, weren't it? Like I was a fan beforehand. But then when it got down to it, I was just a bit like, is this really working? You understand? Like I was just like, I don't see it working. I don't see Havertz and Werner on the left working as well as he would coming up front and then drifting out to the left. Do you understand? I didn't really like it. I
get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I kind of feel I feel like the individual mistakes made it harder for them though, because going 1-0 down 4 minutes in. And then the Thiago Silva error as well. And then before you know, we're 3-0 down. They stick everybody behind the ball. Yeah. And it was so hard to get any space in those final 25 yards.
Yeah, it was very difficult. But however, I do put it down to the fact that Werner is more comfortable up front. And then he likes to drift out to the left. And I feel like if he had that freedom, it would have been a lot easier to like break the lines. Like I feel like that would have been a better solution rather than having Havertz, Werner, and Pulisic, not Pulisic, sorry, what's his name, Mount, behind Tammy Abraham. I personally, I didn't really like it today. And then when he took off Thiago Silva and brought on Giroud, I was thinking, what are we actually doing right now? Like, I give it to Frank because we did come back and, you know, it's very difficult to come back when you're 3-0 down, especially against a low block team like West Brom. Credit to them for even holding it down that long. However, I still have to question him on how he started the match because the way the match started was appalling. Callum Hudson-Odoi came on and he changed the game. He bailed him out. He bailed out Lampard today because if we didn't get a draw today,
was it Lampard substitutions though? Then I'm going to play devil's advocate here a little bit. I'll still say substitutions are cool, but I mean, like the first half, I get with the lineup and everything, but he can't be blamed for Reece James not coming back quickly enough on his right-hand side for the first one, or Alonso just being Alonso as well. The Thiago Silva error it's just a mistake. It really is just a mistake. Only thing I'll give you is the third goal, because that was yet another bummy corner, and it was just another throwback to last season.
Do you know what, though? You got to think of it this way. Who started Alonso? Why would you start Alonso when Chilwell played during the week? Yeah, we can see that he's almost back to full fitness. Why would you start Alonso ahead of Chilwell and ahead of Emerson? Why would you start him, especially knowing how much of a liability he is and how slow he is? Did you see the way he was I can't even remember who he was trying to catch, but he was trying to catch a Ute, yeah? And he was miles behind. And the Ute gave him a head start So it was just a bit confusing as to why Alonso, he's there running like this. He's running like a turtle, mate. And then he has to
I'm so used to this.
Like, come on. Like, that's Lampard's, that's on Lampard. I won't lie. That is definitely on Lampard. The second thing, Thiago Silva's mistake. If Thiago Silva wasn't that high up on the pitch, the mistake could have been rectified. It could have been rectified.
I hardly blame Kovacic as well. Thiago Silva, because you see the little passenger play before that. First stop, because it was a little 1-2 and then the mistake. Yeah. First pass could have really gone further forward. The same way with Kovacic, you don't just pass straight back when you got two players right at you.
Yeah.
So I think they both share it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But again, if we weren't starting such a high lineup, Kovacic would never have looked back to play it back when he sees danger coming. Do you understand? Because the high line was way too, we're almost at the halfway line. Almost at the halfway line. Thiago Silva's 36. I'm not saying he's not quality. He's absolutely quality of a centre back. I adore him. I'm one of his biggest fans. However, if we're gonna play a line that high up, understand that if Thiago Silva makes a mistake, we're absolutely screwed, and that's what happened. Unfortunately, he redeemed himself throughout the rest of the game because I thought he was one of the best defenders on the pitch for the rest of the game. However, that one mistake, it just wasn't good enough in my opinion. I think if you're gonna start Thiago Silva, you play your back four a bit deeper, in my opinion.
I think that's where Kurt Zuma was kind of missed. Because I always spoke about the link up between the both of them, and I said it's because Zuma can cover for that lack of pace. He's got great recovery tackles on him. Did Lampard say in his post-match press with what happened with Zuma? Because he weren't even on the bench, was he?
I didn't watch the post-match press, but I'm hearing rumours that he was actually meant to start, but then something happened during training, something like that. But I'm sure that it wasn't actually a Lampard choice to not have Zuma starting, in my opinion. I think Lampard made some questionable changes today. However, I don't think he would have done that one on purpose because Zuma's been the most consistent player so far.
Mm-hmm. He's been our best defender out of everyone from the start of the last season, even up to now. Yeah, let's talk about the comeback though, because it was a completely different second after the first. Same in the level of frustration because they just put everyone behind the ball. And I think we struggled with that for a lot of periods, especially with Kai Havertz. Whenever he got the ball in the middle, there was like 4 players straight on him. And I do think he wanted more time on the ball, but like that's something you got to get a bit more used to in the Premier League, that you're not going to get that time.
Yeah, I think it's time Kai starts to learn that in the difference between a Premier League and a Bundesliga, once you got that ball, you take your shot. One thing I saw of Kai quite often, he got the ball in dangerous areas, he hesitated. Don't hesitate. Once you hesitate, it gave West Brom defenders a chance to come back at him and gather around him once again and forces him to make a mistake. I'm hoping he takes that from this game, that, you know, like when he gets the ball and when he gets his chance, he's got to take it on and not think about it. Just do whatever feels natural at this point, because I don't think he had the best of games. Thank God he redeemed himself with the assist. But yeah, it was just a bit too easy to get Kai to make very silly mistakes. However, it doesn't take away from the comebacks, especially with Callum. I think Callum deserves all the accolades today. He came on, started on the left, unlike when he was playing with Barnsley on the right. He started on the left, his preferred position, and he bossed it. He did boss it on the left. And I was one of the Chelsea fans that gave him a hard time, thinking that maybe there's something he's doing wrong in training, or maybe Lampard doesn't have faith in him because he's not as good as we think. But today he finally proved that he is as good as we thought he was from 2018. And Lampard needs to start him going forward. I don't want to see Werner on the left anymore. I don't want to see Mount out on the wing anymore. I just want to see Callum Hudson-Odoi get that shot, because I was looking at heat maps earlier and Werner was all over the place at the front. He was everywhere. But as a left winger, we want to see you on the left. Callum comes on. Callum takes that left wing position. His heat map is all on the left. He drifted to the right one or two times. And that's what I wanted to see. He dominated the left-hand side, honestly.
So you're not really a fan of the interchange. You want people to just stick more to their positions.
Stick to your damn position. I'm begging you. Until ZH comes back and Ziyech is running the show like he was doing with the Brighton pre-season match. Please stick to your position. Stick to this position that you know best. Lampard, please put them in the positions that they know best. I'm begging you, please. Please.
All right, so Tottenham, 3 days away. How are you feeling for that? More or less the same lineup? Do you think Lampard pushes for the trophy? Also knowing that Tottenham's schedule is fried right now, and they're probably going to be playing reserves. What lineup do you see us playing?
I don't think he should stick with the same lineup. I think I liked the lineup that we had against Barnsley. I think that could thrive against Tottenham. I'm one to really hate Tottenham, so I'm really, really hoping that we get this one right and that, you know, we thrash Tottenham a good 3-4-0. Please, God, please, because I cannot stand that club. But yeah, I don't think Werner's going to start in that match. I think it will definitely be a Havertz and Tammy Abraham's link up again. I think them two, they work quite well together. I think Mount is definitely going to start no matter what we say, no matter how many times we protest. He's going to
be fair, though, today he carried it. And that goal, that first goal, starting the comeback, man, what a hit.
Yeah.
Lampard would have been proud of that. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. And you see, that's why I told Chelsea fans that get onto Mount. He is important. He's very important. And can I just highlight today, yeah, because a lot of Chelsea fans get onto our youth as well. Our youth saved our asses today. They saved us. Callum, Tammy, and Mount saved us today. Not only of our star signings, them three did it alone, and I'm so proud of them. But I digress. I want to see them three start in the Tottenham match. Honestly, I do want to see them start. I want to see hopefully Zuma start. I don't know what's going on with the whole Rudiger situation. You know, I like Rudiger. I want him to come back.
I think that's finished though.
Yeah, if he's gone, he's gone. I don't mind him not starting for Chelsea anymore. But it will definitely be a Zuma and Thiago centre back partnership, I hope. Emerson, please, and Reece James. And in the middle, I'm not a fan of Kovacic at the moment. So I'll get a Kante Jorginho.
Okay, cool. We want to get a little score prediction before we wrap this one up.
What I would like to see is a 3-0. What I think I'm gonna get is a 3-2 to Chelsea.
Even with Mendy potentially starting.
Yeah, you know how Jose is. Like when Jose wants to, he will do whatever he can to try and win the match, and he will get a couple goals out of Kane and Son, in my opinion. So yeah, I think it will definitely be a game of goals.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on yet again. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram with my @ down here, and my podcast at Gold Diggers UK as well.
Jeez, perfect. Well, thank you for coming on. Take care. Probably see you for Palace next week.
Hopefully. Bye.